forecast. And this weather forecast is brought to you by some web hosting and domain names at ozsome.com. Tuesday weather forecast, any snow showers ending, partly sunny skies developing today. Temperatures with some gusty winds around 20. Mostly clear, very cold tonight, 5 to 10 above, the wind chill around 0. Partly to mostly sunny in the mid-20s on Wednesday with lighter winds. Thursday mostly sunny, a little bit warmer in the mid-30s. And even warmer Friday, mostly sunny about 45. Your life, your music, we're KLEK 102.5 FM.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. 13 siblings have been found imprisoned in their home in California. Prominent Kosovo Serb politician Oliver Ivanovic has been shot dead in the Serb-run northern part of Mitrovica. Four-time Olympic gymnastics champion Simone Biles says she was sexually abused by a former USA team doctor. And a major British supermarket chain, Iceland, has pledged to eliminate plastic packaging from all of its own brand products.
It's 9:01.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
KLEK 102.5 FM, good morning to you on your Tuesday. It's January 16th, 2018, and for everyone who is out there listening and you're traveling, please be safe. You know, those roads are still a little bit iffy out there, so we don't want to see anyone get into an accident. In fact, I was just checking my emails. A lot of traffic accidents going on already, so just be safe out there. Well, today being January 16th, this is the Founders Day of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, and they are celebrating 98 years of service, and we have a couple ladies from Zeta Phi Beta in the studio today. Joining us today, we have Miss Precious Crawford, and we have Miss Sabrina Sims. It is Miss, right? But I don't know if y'all are married or not.
Yes.
Okay, so it's Miss, all right?
Yes, correct.
And you all are representing, is it the IOTA New Chapter or Sigma Gamma Zeta, the graduate chapter?
So I'm the graduate chapter of Sigma Gamma Zeta, and Sabrina's representing the IOTA New Chapter.
All right, so we got undergrad and the grad chapter represented today. Well, ladies, we want to thank you for braving this weather and stopping by the studio today. So, ladies, we'll go ahead and get started just by telling us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Precious Crawford. I am an assistant manager at Blava, Arkansas Walmart Stores Incorporated. I am a part of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. I was initiated spring 14 by the IOTA New Chapter. I'm currently serve as the Z-Hope coordinator in the Sigma Gamma Zeta chapter, and Z-Hope standing for Zetas helping other people excel.
Okay. Alrighty, and Sabrina?
I'm Sabrina Sims, a senior at A-State. My major is social work.
Well, I wish Kubila could have been here today. You know, that's her major as well. I'm sure y'all could have definitely had a good dialogue about social work. But yes. Kubila could not make it today because of the weather. But go ahead and continue.
Okay. I'm a spring 17 initiate of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. And my role is in our new chapter is secretary.
Okay. So you're definitely very active in the sorority. So, all right, let's talk a little bit about Zeta itself. Of course, you know, most people do know about the D9, but there are some that may not know exactly, you know, just what all is going on. So we'll just start with the very basics. When and where was Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated started?
Okay, so Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated was founded January 16th at Howard University. It was founded by 5 triumphant women, Arizona Cleaver Stemmons, Pearl Anna Neal, Viola Tyler Goins, Myrtle Tyler Faithful, and Fannie Petty Watts.
All right, I like how you just rattled those off.
Had to do that.
Already. Anything that you want to add about the sorority?
So, our sorority was founded during the Great Depression. So, with these 5 young ladies, these undergrad women, they wanted to create something different, something that really, called for social action and calls for a change. And they wanted to just really appeal to the community and definitely give back, especially being the black community. So what they did is they started something, and eventually 98 years later, we're still celebrating and being very active in our communities and giving back and doing things that we have to do in order to promote change for the better. So Zeta is one of those, organizations that forever will keep going, and it's definitely on its rise, and it's going to continue to blaze new trails.
Oh, and I definitely agree with that. Zeta women are definitely doing great things. In fact, one of your sorors is on our radio station each and every morning, Cheryl Underwood Radio. We air in the mornings, and of course, Cheryl was a former international president of Zeta Phi Beta, and I believe she's still on the executive board of Zeta Phi Beta. So Zeta's even having its influence on KLEK.
Absolutely.
All right, so kind of getting into the local chapters, kind of tell a little bit about the founding and starting of both Iota Nu and Sigma Gamma Zeta.
Okay, well, I'll tell you, Sigma Gamma Zeta was chartered December 12th in 2000. It was started by 6 women. It was definitely, we needed a chapter here locally because there was no other chapters within a 35-mile radius. So it was started to, give Zetas the chance to be inside another chapter here in the Jonesboro area.
Okay, and Sabrina, would you be in the shower now? Come on, I need you to. I know you're in here. And for those who are watching our Facebook live stream, Sabrina's sitting here smiling all lovely, but gotta get you in on participate. So go ahead and talk a little bit about the Iota Nu chapter. Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot, but
okay. The Iota Nu chapter was established on Arkansas State University's campus on March 23rd, 1986, by 5 lovely ladies. And right now, it's only like 3 of us as members that's on campus, and we're just trying to build our numbers up.
We're going to talk about that a little later in the show about what a person can do if she is interested in Zeta Phi Beta. And I know I saw on Instagram that you all had a post up about an interest meeting. We'll definitely be talking about that as we get later on through the show. We got a Facebook shout out to Brittany Lewis. Brittany says, "Hey, sorors."
Hey, soror.
And all right, so for all the Zetas out there, be sure to check in on our Facebook live feed. Share this video with other Zetas and other people who you think may be interested in viewing this video. And leave your questions and your comments on our Facebook live feed. Shout out to Dr. Sharice Jones Branch for checking in. And I see Kabila is also checking in. Appreciate everyone for checking in. I guess, if you're out here in the cold, you might as well enjoy you some KLEK and Z Phi B.
That's right.
Kind of nice combination there. In fact, if you even look in our fish tank, we got Z Phi B represented. We got a blue fish in the tank.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we did.
She's in the back.
Okay.
All right, so let's get back to our interview. And I actually looking at my list of questions. So I guess we'll go a little bit back into how does a person become a member of Zeta Phi Beta? We'll start because I'm gonna just pick on Sabrina. We're gonna start with Sabrina with the undergraduate chapter, and then we'll bring it back to Precious with the graduate chapter.
With the undergrad chapter, we have interest meetings that girls can attend to learn a little bit more about Zeta. We actually have one coming up this Sunday on the 21st. So you join the interest you come to the interest meeting.
Where's it going to be at?
We have a Zeta suite on campus in the University Hall dorm, all girls freshman dorm.
Okay.
So yeah, it's there at 720.
And of course, what information do they need to bring? What's the dress code? And any other pertinent information that prospective young ladies may need to know?
With the interest meeting, the dress code is always business casual attire. The only thing we really ask for is your unofficial transcript, because grades are important. And what's
the minimum GPA?
Minimum GPA is 2.5.
Okay.
And you have to have 12 A-State credit hours.
Okay, so these are 12 hours either physically on the A-State campus or would online classes count as well?
Yes, they will.
All right, so let's go ahead and did you have something else?
It's cool.
All right, I'm gonna get back to you in just a little bit. All right, so Precious, what about for the Sigma Gamma Zeta chapter?
Okay, for any interested ladies interested in the Sigma Gamma chapter, you have to have a 4-year degree. So with that, you have to have I think a 2.5 cumulative GPA on that 4-year degree. And if you do not, you're not eligible. But after 3 years, you can come and join. That's pretty much the basic criteria if you are interested. And for us, we currently do not have an interest meeting, but that will be out very soon whenever we do get the information and decide to have an interest meeting to invite young women and to join. So that's kind of the basic.
I would definitely be on the lookout for that because we'll share the information as well. Now, let's kind of talk about some of the the national programs in which Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated is involved with. So I'll just let either one of you just jump in and let us know.
Right. Okay. All right. So we have several national programs. That would be Z-Hope. Z-Hope, I think I mentioned before, it means Zeta's helping other people excel. So with those national programs that we do have the March of Dimes, who we're partner up with. We've been partnering up with them for about 40 years now. With that being, we just try to promote prematurity awareness and getting those young women, the prenatal care and making sure that they're going to those doctor visits and doing things that they need to do in order to, stay healthy while they are during that stage in their pregnancies. Also, we are pretty much very active. We have a program called Elder Care, which is where we try to provide support for the elderly and their caregivers and the agency itself. And within that, we try to do certain workshops, try to get them active and doing, anything that we can do to kind of boost morale for that. I mentioned before March of Dimes. We also had the Stork's Nest, which is a program, like I said, designed to promote not premature awareness, but young ladies that are, needing prenatal assistance and things like that. Just trying to get them information out there and try to keep them healthy and do all that we can on our behalf. Military awareness is another great program that we have, and we try to definitely provide support for the veterans and things like that. So just a couple of the national programs.
And all of those definitely sound very good. And of course, on the local level, you ladies are involved in some things as well. Yesterday, you participated, both chapters, in the Martin Luther King Day parade and program, in which I was there. And if you want to see footage from the parade and from the program, you can go on our KLEK Facebook and you can check that out. We have another Facebook shout out. This is from Jacqueline West, and she says, "Happy Founders Day, sorors." Well, appreciate that, Jacqueline. Got the Helltown represented.
Right, happy Founders Day, soror.
Speaking of that, where are you ladies from?
All right, so I'm from the Jonesboro area, so I'm actually born and raised right here in Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Born and bred, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All righty, and Sabrina?
I'm from Marietta, Arkansas.
Anna Town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we used to beef with y'all Helltown.
Still beefy.
Well, I don't have anything to do with that now. But, and of course, Kubila is from Marietta. So we got the Anna Town representing in the building. We are talking with Miss Precious Crawford and Miss Sabrina Sims of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. And, of course, if you have a question or a comment for either of these ladies, you can give us a call at 870-277-1080. Once again, the phone number is 870-277-1080. Or you can weigh in on our Facebook Live feed. And I got a couple more Facebook shout-outs. Kashina Winston says, "Happy Founders Day, sorors." And Kubila says, "Mariana representing." Speaking of representing, Sabrina is representing. If you're watching our Facebook Live feed, because she's got her hand up on her face, she's showing off her blue nails.
On the clock, the camera.
Oh yeah. You just showing off them blue nails. That's all right though. You representing. You are representing. I mean, I like that hat you got on too. You got the Zeta dove on you. Where you get your swag from?
This was a birthday gift from my sister Kelly, and then this sweater was a Christmas gift from my sister Kelly too.
Oh, well, that's awesome. And we got another Facebook shout from Jordan Brooks, who says, "Happy Founders Day, Precious and Sabrina." So let's go ahead and again get to the local programs. I mentioned the MLK Parade, but something else I believe that Sigma Gamma Zeta is involved with is I believe you all have adopted Success School. And you all do some things out there. Are you all still doing that?
Currently, we do need to get back into our mentorship programs that we do try to do it with the Success Academy. With that, we just try to provide assistance to those students who, that need mentorship, and we try to do that through donating and just giving back and helping out anywhere that we're needed. So that's something that we're on schedule to do next semester, I believe.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. And Jordan Brooks adds on his comment, LOL with a smiley face. Now, earlier in the show, ladies, you talked about social action. And social action during this time period is more important than ever with all of the things that are going on in the news and all of the changes that are happening in this nation. And, of course, on the heels of the MLK holiday that we just observed, and of course Dr. King was very much about social action. So what is Zeta Phi Beta nationally and on the local level doing to promote social action and awareness and involvement?
Okay, nationally, Zeta has a program. It's called Get Engaged, where it encourages people to just get engaged into their communities and do what they need to do to just create that dialogue and get those questions that they have to be answered. With that program on a local level, we try to just do as much as we can. So we kind of just try to encourage people to, attend those local PTA meetings and attend their local council meetings, and try to just meet with the elected law officers and officials and try to get as many questions answered as they can by those people. So that's one thing that we try to do here, just try to promote social action.
All right, and we have another Facebook comment. This is from Jacqueline West. Service, sisterhood, and finer womanhood. So I'm going to start with Sabrina. I wish I could just see her on this camera. I'm going to leave her alone, I promise. But I do want both of you to answer, but we're going to start with Sabrina, of course. What does service, sisterhood, and finer womanhood mean to you?
Starting with service, tell her she missed a principle too.
Okay, what's that principle she missed?
Scholarship.
Okay, we'll go ahead and add that in. All four of those principles, what do they mean to you?
Okay, scholarship means to, do right in school, take academics seriously. Service, giving back to our community, doing, things outside of Zeta for others. Sisterhood means, you have a bond with everyone, all Zetas you meet, not just your line sisters. Every Zeta is, your sister.
And that's how it should be. So if Cheryl
Cheryl
Underwood walked in here, y'all would just chop it up like y'all knew each other just like that.
Right.
And you can always call on one another, no matter what. Scholarship, finer womanhood. That's big to me because, as a woman, you should know, how to keep yourself up, have your morals in order, standards high, and that's really what finer womanhood means to me.
All right, and now I'm going to move on to Precious. So now, what does those four principles mean to you?
Okay, I think she touched on a lot of what they mean to me. Personally, service is kind of like my biggest thing because I enjoy giving back to the community, especially being a Z-Hope coordinator. It feels good to give back to people who may not have what you have and are less fortunate, and to just be able to give those toiletry items or give that clothing. I mean, it means a lot, and whenever you see their faces whenever they receive it, it's awesome. You can't even describe the feeling sometimes. And on the scholarship level, definitely I just want everybody to remain educated. Just go get educated, and education is very important. It's one thing I try to encourage our undergraduate chapter to, remain focused on is scholarship, because at the end of the day, they're there to graduate, and get that degree and move on and do better and bigger things. So sisterhood is another, another principle. And just having that group of like-minded women around you at all times and providing support, and they're there whenever you need them. Through your hardships, through, your tough times, even your good times, your happy times, just like we're going out tonight to celebrate and things like that. You can't beat that fellowship between us women, and it's just amazing to have such a lovely group of women, surrounded by you at all times. So sisterhood is another excellent principle, and finer womanhood. a woman of high standards, a woman of high quality, a woman of excellence. There's so many things that go into that, and just being a final woman is something. Whenever you wake up every day, you have to think about, and you dress a certain way, you act a certain way, you present yourself a certain way. So final womanhood is something that that holds true to my heart, and we try to just guide our younger ones and the ones coming after us to definitely promote all four of those principles.
And of course, we're going to talk about how you ladies mentor young women, because both of you pretty much brought up the point about carrying yourself a certain way for the youth to follow as an example. We got a couple Facebook shout outs. Eva Juanita Crawford says, "Happy Founders Day. They my daughter's precious." And Jacqueline West says, "My bad," scholarship with some kind of emoji
right
on the screen. But hey, it's all good. When you're a little bit older, I always think I've been a member of Alpha Phi Alpha for this will be my 21st year, and I can tell you I don't remember every single thing that I remember from the beginning. Speaking of Alpha Phi Alpha, we also partner with the March of Dimes. And I know that I've been to some March of Dimes in which both the Outer Node and the Sigma Gamma Zeta, chapter were involved, and March of Dimes is definitely a great program. We're going to get ready to go to break. When we come back from break, we are going to continue our discussion with the ladies of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Don't go anywhere. This is Community Conversations, and this is KLEK 102.5 FM.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Do you know what to look for in a potential mate? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. There are lots of qualities that matter: character, integrity, stability. But here's something else to consider. Look for someone who encourages you and has a positive outlook. It's hard to have a happy marriage when your partner constantly criticizes you or makes you feel inadequate. Your spouse should be trying to build you up, not tear you down. And it's easy to have a happy marriage when you're with someone who finds hope in situations instead of always seeing the glass half empty. So look for someone who has a positive attitude about working through the tough spots in your relationship. Remember, your family first.
For more resources on today's topic, go to markmerrill.com. Family tips, great insight, and a sneak peek into Mark's life as a husband, father, and leader. The Family Minute with Mark Merrill, helping families love well.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
Danny Ford, owner of Glen Saint Motors in Paragould, strongly believes in the values of family and hard work, with a commitment to the men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces who keep America free, providing sales and servicing of Chevys, GMCs, Buicks, and Cadillacs, located at 6345 Highway 49 in Paragould. 870-565-4358. Details at glensaintparagould.com and at klekfm.org. God bless our troops.
Meineke of Jonesboro is now Starks Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and vehicle maintenance center, offering engine and transmission repair, brake service, tires, oil changes, and more, performed by ASE certified mechanics. The all-new Starks Auto Service, 2813 South Caraway Road in Jonesboro, 870-204-7112. Starks Auto Service, Jonesboro.com.
Hello, I'm Officer Victoria Evans. I have always had a desire to help others in need and to be an example and role model to young women by encouraging them to never give up on their dreams. My dream was to become a police officer and to serve my community. In 2016, that dream became a reality, and it is the most rewarding experience of my life. Now I want to let you know about the same opportunity. The Jonesboro Police Department will conduct testing every month for patrol officers. Applications are available online at jonesboropolice.com or at the Police Department, 1001 South Caraway Road. The Jonesboro Police Department offers a competitive salary, health, and retirement benefits, top-of-the-line training, and most importantly, the chance to make a difference in the Jonesboro community. Join me in making Jonesboro a better place. The Jonesboro Police Department is an equal opportunity employer, and women and minorities are especially encouraged to apply. More information is available at 870-935-5657.
The Epic Center, located at 1899 Hasbrook Road, County Road 333, is Jonesboro's newest venue for entertainment for the entire family. They offer an auditorium with theater-style seating for up to 1,100 guests, a large stage, professional lighting and sound, dressing rooms, concessions, and more. Available for weddings, concerts, pageants, birthday parties, showers, and more. Booking and other information is available at Epic Center Jonesboro on Facebook, epiccenterjonesboro.com, and at 870-530-5841.
Support for KLEK is brought to you by Fullness of Joy Ministries, 2120 Thorn Street, Jonesboro, under the direction of Bishop Adrian Rogers and co-pastor Susan Rogers. www.fjministries.org.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
And we're back on Community Conversations on KLK 102.5 FM. We are speaking with members of the Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, and we have actually next year, and we're actually joined by Miss, or is it Mrs.? Okay, well, we just said Miss Latanya Roth. Is I pronounced that right? All right, so Latanya, just go ahead and give a little introduction about yourself and what chapter you're with, and just kind of anything that you may want to say about Zeta. I know you've been listening on the way up.
Good morning, everyone. This is
Come a little close to the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good morning, everyone. This is Latanya Roth. I'm currently serving as the chapter president for the Sigma Gamma Zeta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Just the honor and privilege to be here today, and just excited to be here, and thank you.
Oh, well, we're certainly glad to have you, and certainly glad that you were able to make that drive safely. You know, how's the weather from? Because you came from Truman, so how's the highways from there to here?
That's correct. They're a little. In some places, it's still kind of icy.
Okay,
but,
so
yeah.
So definitely, and by the way, it is not the fault of the members of Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated, because we have been asked that. Did y'all bring this ice cold with us?
Really?
Now, some of my frat brothers may say, yeah, but this Alpha said, no, we like it ice. We like it ice cold, but we don't like the ice. Like I like my ice in the refrigerator, not on the roads.
Right.
All right. So before we went to break, we were talking about the principles of Zeta Phi Beta, and so I guess I'll ask you, what does scholarship, service, sisterhood, and finding womanhood mean to you?
Definitely scholarship. Definitely just to be informed. Education is.
Pull that mic closer.
Oh, I am so sorry. I'm sorry.
No, yeah. There you go.
Definitely just to be informed. Education is a key, essential. For succeeding. Not only in life but just for yourself. Just that growth. Sisterhood, love sisterhood. Just the closeness, and just to relate to each other, just experiences, life experiences as being just the girl growing up and everything, and
where are you from?
I was born in St. Louis, Missouri, but I was raised in Mark Tree, Arkansas.
Okay.
Yeah.
from the STL to the Mark Tree.
Yeah, it's a little country girl.
That's all right, though. We all got a little country in us.
Right.
Yes, indeed. What else? I'm sorry.
Scholarship, sisterhood, service, and finding womanhood.
Service. Definitely. You have to be a humble servant. To me, to do anything, not just to just say, oh, I want something back, but just to be kind to someone. Definitely service. And that can go either way. Definitely we do we give back, we do the elder care and all that, and then just to service to one another. Finer womanhood. I can say a lot about that.
We got time.
Oh, you got time? Oh, now I can talk now.
Well, this is your All's Founders Day. That's what you're here for. You know,
Right.
to brag about the sorority that you love.
Absolutely, definitely love my sorority. Finer womanhood. That means a lot because the state director, national director, president, they always say a good Zeta is a well-informed Zeta.
Right.
So we definitely have to uphold that that principle of, you know, finer womanhood. Just mean the way you carry yourself. Just anything in the in your prospective work field, or you know, wherever you go, just carry that Zeta light and uphold our principle that our founders have laid before us.
All right, that's certainly excellent. All of those points. We got another Facebook shout out. This comes from Aisha Stafford. She says, "Good morning, sorors. Happy Founders Day."
Good morning, Aisha. I see you, bossy.
All righty. So before we went to break, when I asked the other two young ladies, Precious and Sabrina, about these principles, one point that they brought up was carrying yourself as a lady, being an example to the young ladies. So I want to go around the table and again ask, how important is mentoring to you, and what do you do as a sorority, as a chapter, and as an individual do to mentor young ladies?
Okay, so I'll be the first to answer that. Mentorship is very important to provide guidance to those who may not know things, and just provide information. You know, it's extremely important. As far as Zeta, we definitely have several auxiliaries that try to guide young women, as far as Arcanets, which are serving grade schools 9 through 12. Also our Amicets serving ages 9 through 12, and also our Pearlets serving age groups 4 through 8. So doing those things, you try to just guide young women and get them educated and making sure that they're on the right path, as far as, you know, being able to write a resume, being able to you know, score high on the ACT and score well, being able to submit a college application. You know, it's definitely important. So, I mean, that's on a national level. Here in our chapter, we try to provide mentorship, you know, to the undergrad chapter. We try to provide our knowledge and things that we know, and, you know, try to keep them on the right route, and making sure that they're doing the things that they need to do in order to, you know, stay very active on campus and just stay very active in Zeta, period. So mentorship is amazingly important. You know, even within my own life, I have several associates, you know, a front-end assistant, so I have several, you know, young women that come to me every day, and they have certain life issues and things like that going on, and I just try to do my best to encourage them and just do as much as I can to support them in any way possible.
All right. Who's next? Do I have to play teacher and call on somebody? Because you know who I'm going to call on.
I know, right?
So you might well go on, jump on in.
So to me, like, mentoring is important too, because my major is social work, and you know that comes with that. Zeta wise, like,
well, before you say anything else, since you always said social work or sociology?
Social work.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Zeta wise, like, I haven't had the experience yet to, like, actually go through that process and mentor somebody, but like, our graduate chapter have been great mentors, and I just hope to be, you know, like them one day when it actually comes to that. Look at you. When it actually comes to us mentoring others.
Well, believe it or not, I'm going to say this to you. Even though you may not have any girls that you currently mentor, but again, as a student on the campus of Arkansas State University, as a senior, you know, there are girls, especially girls who are interested in becoming members of Zeta Phi Beta, who still are looking at you. So you're kind of like a silent mentor, kind of going back to what you said earlier about how you carry yourself, you know, the way that you dress, the way that you act. You know, you're not out there clowning, you're not posting on Snapchat turned up or smoking and doing all that other stuff that I see people doing on Snapchat, but that's a discussion for another day. But you mentioned that you were mentored toward, by the ladies of Sigma Gamma Zeta. I'm sure there's other older Zetas that are influences in your life. So kind of give an example of how someone from either Sigma Gamma Zeta or even another member of Zeta Phi Beta has mentored you.
Okay, like going through the process of becoming a Zeta, spring semester of 17.
Oh, you knew.
Yeah.
She's a baby.
That's all right, though. That's some of the most fun time right after you get initiated. I almost said pledge, but the D9 are non-hazing organizations, yes. so we'll say initiated. But go ahead.
Correct. Like going through that process, we actually had a couple of mentors, Precious being one of them. Precious, LaDonna, Cecily, Antoinette, and Aja, were all great mentors. They made sure we stayed on top of things. They made sure, we knew what was right and what was wrong. They was just, a great support system going through the whole process, because it was tough at times, especially dealing with that and still staying in school, keeping things afloat right there. They were there.
All right. So let's bring in LaTanya. So let's get your take on mentoring.
Mentorship is very important because, I'll say the older, the seasoned sorors.
I like that. Seasoned kitty.
Seasoned, yeah. They have that wisdom. Jeanette Strong was one of the charter members of I Older New. Definitely, I pick her brain. Rosa Reed, Shonda McCauley, even Aisha Stafford. She's a great mentor. Aja and actually Robin Key from the Iota Beta Zeta chapter in Blytheville. Great mentor. Definitely. And even with my own job, I work with Arkansas Promise, the children who have disabilities. Definitely try to get them to see that they can do more than what their disability limit them to, or what people place that tag on them, that stigma on them. Definitely try to push them. So mentorship is a great service, and so I definitely take heed when someone, constructive criticism, someone tell me, hey, do this, that way. And so definitely mentorship is good.
All right, we got to speak with members of the Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, speaking with Precious Crawford, Sabrina Sims, and LaTanya Roth. All right, so let's get into what made you ladies want to choose Zeta Phi Beta. Okay. And I'm not going to actually pick on Sabrina first. We're gonna go with Tanya.
Okay.
I'm actually pick on Sabrina last on this one.
Okay.
What made me when I came to Arkansas State? Actually, my great uncle and my cousin, they are members of Omega Psi Phi. Definitely, because that's kind of what, they was Greek fraternity. I was just like, oh, they doing this and that, community service. And so definitely when I got on Arkansas State University, I knew I wanted to do something else besides, go to school and this, that, I knew had that path drawn out, but just wanted to do something different. And then did my research, and then the ladies, it was just kind of like love at first sight. What they say, love at first sight.
Right.
And so
Exactly.
And so I fell in love with everything that Zeta stood for, and then like I said, the rest is history.
All right. So Precious.
Okay. Reason why I became a Zeta. Definitely, I feel like they were different. Whenever you think about a Zeta, you don't have one image in your mind. There's no cookie shaped image that comes to mind when you think about a Zeta. I was afforded the chance to be able to be myself, and definitely I didn't have to conform to any stereotype or anything like that. I got to be myself and just, it really was something different to me. So whenever I was thinking about a Zeta, I definitely did my research on everything, and just the positive things that they were doing on a national and a local level was just very impactful for me whenever I was trying to make a decision. It's just a sorority that has such a rich history, and it was just different. And I'm surrounding myself with so many beautiful women and like-minded women, as well as the brotherhood with Phi Beta Sigma. You can't beat things like that, because having those people around you and having them in your corner is something that, it's immeasurable. So I just think it was just it was like LaTanya said, love at first sight, just being there. And I knew that, being an undergraduate at the time, that, kind of shy and may not had the confidence in myself. So being able to be in a sorority definitely, it gave me some of those skills and made me search deep within myself and find that the things that, made me uncomfortable. And, it was just impactful in my life. It definitely changed me for the better and, just made me a better woman, period. So sorority life it does that for you. I think in each organization, it brings something special to that certain person who chooses that organization.
All right, well said. You said who's shy?
I said Precious was shy.
Yeah, at first, coming into it, being an undergraduate, I wasn't no talker or nothing like that, but you get pushed out there like this, like we're doing to you right now, and you got to learn how to, have some type of confidence.
So we're doing mentorship on the radio.
Exactly, there you go.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and bring Sabrina into the discussion.
Throughout high school.
Oh, now she's speaking boldly now.
There you go.
Throughout high school, I always knew, I wanted to be a part of Greek life, but, I never knew what sorority I would want to do. So when I was at Philander for a semester. Mm-hmm. So seeing those Greeks, I started to, do my research on a couple of sororities. And once I came to A-State, I did research on the Iota New chapter and some other chapters. And I saw that, how I am, my lifestyle would fit Zeta more than anything. Because, Precious said, you can be yourself. And I'm shy. I'm so shy. But
it's all good. Zeta, I want to say you've done a great job with this interview.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Even though I've been picking on you, but it's just to keep the discussion live.
Right.
Like I tell people, this is a conversation. Me and the three of you and a whole bunch of people are eavesdropping.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead, continue.
Okay. So, with Zeta, I haven't been a member long, but so far I have came out of my shell, so much because of this sorority, which is a very good thing. What else I was going to say, girl?
Right, I got to touch on that, too, because just seeing her grow and from where she was to where she is now, I'm so proud. So I got to touch on that real quick with Sabrina. Shout out to Sabrina and her line for PD.
All right, well, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, so let's talk about something that Zeta Phi Beta is known for. Zeta Phi Beta, along with Phi Beta Sigma, are the only constitutionally bound fraternity and sorority incorporated. So let's try to talk about that a little bit, about that bond with Phi Beta Sigma and how all of that came about and what it means to you ladies. Now y'all should just
right.
Yeah. There should have been no hesitation.
I didn't know who was gonna go first.
Y'all could have fought over it.
Come on, say.
No, I'm just playing.
Definitely love Phi Beta Sigma. Definitely that great group of men. That's true love. Whenever I see it, doesn't matter. Whenever I see, hey, is this how you doing it? And I can meet someone from Africa or Missouri or something. It's just, it's just that connection. Definitely of that connection. Definitely very appreciative of them, and then the work that they do alone from aside from helping us. That definitely appreciate that bond.
And I believe Phi Beta Sigma was even instrumental in the founding of Zeta Phi Beta, correct?
That's correct.
That's
correct.
So any ladies would like to speak on that?
Yeah, Zeta Phi Beta sorority and Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, we share a very deep and rich history. Definitely a Sigma brother. He had the idea of bringing a sisterhood alongside the brotherhood. So with that, him and his friend at the time, Arizona Cleaver Stemmons, he asked her, would she be willing to do something like that? So from there, she just went on and created something so instrumental in, today's time and still going on strong 98 years later. And that bond and that love that we speak on, I mean, it's true, from the start to the end. It's never going to end, and it's something just unbreakable. So you have that brotherhood, you have those strong men alongside you, along with your sisters. So that bond is amazing and incredible, and we definitely pay a lot of tribute to them and the things that they've done for us alongside, as far as support and being there and providing assistance anytime that we may need it, and we being there for them. I mean, that's what it all boils down to whenever it comes to that constitutional bond that we speak on so highly.
All right, we got another Facebook shout out from Brittany Lewis, and she says, yes, she was shy, LOL.
Yes, she was.
Hey, Brittany.
All right, well, you kind of know how it goes by now, so Sabrina.
I was still talking about Brother.
Yeah, we're still talking about the constitutionally bound.
Being constitutionally bounded to sigmas is great in a way, because just like you can call on your sisters, your sorority sisters, you can also call on your brothers, and I'm sure they'll come running too. On A-State campus, we only have 3 sigmas right now, and the bond we have with them is very unbreakable. Like, we're one big family.
That's definitely great. As we get ready to go to break, when we come back from the other side of the break, we're going to kind of wrap up our discussion of all things Zeta Phi Beta on their Founders Day. Shout out to Patty Ivy, J.E. Hollywood, Jacqueline West, Jordan Brooks, Jolene Millette Brown, and Natasha Davis. Appreciate each and every one of you for checking in on our Facebook Live feed. When we come back, more with Zeta Phi Beta. Don't go anywhere. This is KLEK 102.5 FM.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. Our Think Wealthy quote of the week comes from Black Enterprise consumer expert and money section editor, Sharisa Naw.
Well, women are naturally inclined to protect what belongs to them, whether it's their children or their spouse. So we as women need to transfer this behavior to the way we approach money, and we need to do this by protecting our wealth.
Women who are mothers are major keys to boosting the financial literacy of future generations. It is critical to the economic health of families and communities for women to commit to their own financial education, as well as to build the confidence to build and protect their wealth.
So women need to really learn as much as they can about managing their money, learn how to balance the checkbook, learn how much money is coming in and going out of your household, and also learn what bills you and your spouse are responsible for.
I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization dedicated to uncompromising commitment to communities, service, leadership, empowerment. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life, such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
And we're back on Community Conversations on KLEK with members of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. We have Precious Crawford, Sabrina Sims, and LaTanya Rofe, and we're certainly thankful for each of these ladies for stopping in the studio today. So, what are some of this is an election year coming up, so is the chapter going to be doing any voter registration drives, voter education drives, anything to make people aware of the civic process and to exercise their duty to vote and to make their voices known on the issues that they care about.
Absolutely. Yes, definitely. Voting is very important.
Right.
Not just this election year, but definitely want to get out there. Going to go back and do a strategy plan to see what we need to do. We have to walk the streets, knock on doors, or whatever we do, just to get people informed and out there, and we can touch bases with organizations that's already established for the voting, and just see how can we connect, how can we help be of service to them.
Anyone else want to add anything to that?
Right. So I know normally we try to do like a drive somewhere. We'll find like a centralized location, and we'll try to get those people registered to vote, and try to just be very active whenever it comes to that voter registration.
Okay. Did you want to add anything, Sabrina? Sabrina on her phone.
Well, I haven't had the experience yet to go out and do things like that. But from what I've saw in previous years, it's very helpful, like what they do.
Well, and I think with you being on campus, there's a lot you can do on campus. You and your sorority sisters and fraternity brothers, as well as the other Greeks as well. Plenty of opportunities to work together, to come together for a common cause, because the things that go on, like what President Obama said, elections have consequences, and we're seeing that. I'm not going to get into politics, but I'm just saying elections have consequences, and depending on where you fall on the ideological spectrum, there may be consequences you like, and there may be consequences that you don't like. Moving on to our list of questions, does either the Iota Nu or Sigma Gamma Zeta chapter, are y'all currently doing any collaborations on any projects with any other organizations, Greek or non-Greek? I know we did mention about March of Dimes, which Alpha Phi Alpha also participates in, but are there any others that you all work with, any of the other Greeks or any organizations, period?
Absolutely. That's something actually, as a chapter, something that we want to do more of is collaborating with other organizations. So definitely other alumni chapters. We want to be able to just collaborate and do some special things in our community. We participated in a couple of programs within the last 3 months or so. We participated in the toiletry drive that our chapter hosted here on a local level, where we donated over 100 items to our local VA clinic. As well as last month we did bell ringing with the Iota Nu chapter, and we also collaborated.
That was fun.
With
I did that.
That is a very fun activity.
But it's always cold. Both years that
right, it was like 60 degrees whenever we did, so we had a great time.
Y'all got lucky, but I mean, I still enjoyed it. I mean, it was great.
And we collaborated with, who was that? Omega Nu Zeta.
Out of Blava, Iota Zeta Beta.
Yeah, we collaborated with the Blava chapter on that bell ring activity as well. So just doing stuff like that is just, it's fun and it's helpful, gives back. So
I'm gonna actually throw one out there for you, ladies. Let me pull up my Instagram. I know that the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha is doing Pink Goes Red, and I know that Jonesboro Alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta is going to participate in Pink Goes Red, so that might be something else for you ladies to
absolutely
look into. It can be Blue Goes Red.
Right, we'll definitely writing those dates down and try to get with some of those organizations to collaborate.
I'm trying to pull it up on Instagram. I can give you the date of it. While I'm doing that, if anything else, any other collaborations that you all know about, that you want to let the listeners know about. Don't be shy to speak all at once now.
Right, so we are definitely open to collaborate with as many organizations as we can, and especially in this D9 community and this Jonesboro community. So we're reaching out to those organizations and trying to get something started and have as many programs and getting out there in the community and remaining very active. So
And that Pink Goes Red event is February 2nd at Micro Society at 6:00 p.m. But you can go on the Kappa Nu Omega page to get more information on that. But it's good to see members of the D9 come together, because no matter which organization we are all our brothers and sisters keeper. We all were pretty much founded for similar purposes, because we needed these organizations, because on these campuses there were a lack of resources and options for people of color, and it was a way for people of color to come together. All right, so what are some of the future goals for both the Iota Nu and the Sigma Gamma Zeta chapters?
For Iota Nu, 2 goals that I actually have for this entire year is 1, collaborating with other sororities and fraternities and other organizations, and 2, fundraising and getting ourselves out there, because like I said, we just crossed in spring 17, so we have a lot to build for ourselves.
But there's the beauty in building something and watching it grow and evolve. Excuse me.
Yeah, but a real goal, like a real high goal I have, is fundraising and getting ourselves out there.
Do y'all have any fundraisers planned?
We're working on it.
All right, well, definitely keep us informed of any fundraising events that you ladies have going on. And let me see, what else do we have on here? Any community service events coming up?
Coming up for us, we definitely going to try to do several programs. I think elder care is something that we're going to try to touch on next semester. I'm trying to get something started with a local agency here, and maybe do like a party or something like that for the elderly, and boost the morale, and get everybody happy and joyful and all that good stuff. That's something we want to
I think that'd be great. Hit them with that old school.
Exactly. Do something like that, as well as adopted school. I know I touched on Adopted Success Academy. We definitely want to get active with them and provide that mentorship that we talked so much about previously, and do as much as we can in the community, and just be that social change that we all speak on, and just do it in a positive manner.
And I always say, be the change in which you seek. All right, so ladies, what's the turn up for tonight? We've talked about the business, so let's talk as we get ready to wind the show down. So let's talk about the turn up. What are y'all gonna do to celebrate tonight?
Is sleep an option?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I can't tell y'all how to run y'all lives, but
tonight's gonna be a very special night. The Zetas are all gonna get together. We're gonna eat some dinner, and definitely with that, there's no telling. It's always gonna be a good time. I know that for a fact.
Maybe some karaoke.
Right, maybe some karaoke in there. I know we're gonna be eating good. We're gonna be, talking and definitely fellowshipping and being in that sisterhood we talked about. So we're gonna have a good time tonight, ladies. We're gonna celebrate our founding day.
Hey,
yeah, there we
16,
go.
Yay!
98 years of service,
98.
and that is an achievement to be celebrated. And y'all ladies definitely deserve it. All right, so Sabrina, what y'all gonna do?
We joining them.
Okay.
Right, they gonna be with us.
Okay. So the turn up is at the restaurant.
Yes.
So look out wherever restaurant that you ladies are here to. All right, we got 1 minute left for shout outs. We'll start with you, Latanya. Go ahead and give your shout outs.
Thank you all, KLEK, for inviting us, just giving us this opportunity. Soros all across the world. Love y'all, and enjoy your day.
Alrighty, Sabrina.
Shout out to 4PD, first of all. That's my line. And just shout out to all the Zetas around the world. Happy Founders Day, y'all.
All right. And Precious?
Definitely shout out to all the Zetas around the world. Happy Founders Day to us. Shout out to my mom, Eva Juanita Crawford. You gotta do that. And also my little sister, Shakira Crawford. Just shout out to everybody, and thank you, KLEK, for the opportunity.
And ladies, we thank you for coming, especially in this brave weather. I got a couple of days shout outs. Shout out to my cousin Cassandra Collins Whitlow in Detroit, Michigan, and of course our own Cheryl Underwood, who provides us the Cheryl Underwood radio show each and every morning. You guys have a great and blessed day, and take care of yourselves, and be careful out here in this weather. This is KLEK 102.5 FM.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
KLEK LP, Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas.